r/ask Reddit. What discontinued or outdated product do you wish was still currently available? Those questionably dangerous chemistry kits for kids from the 1950s and 1960s. Now you can research nuclear fission in your living room. Create your own Manhattan Project. 70 years ago. My mom swears she had one that came with uranium or plutonium. The most dangerous ones came with U-238. They urge you to not take it out of the jar. However, you could create gamma ray sources with the kit with some ingredients included, and the instructions encourages to play hide and seek with it by using the Geiger counter that came in the set. What the hell? You guys have so much cool shit. Meanwhile, on the other side of Iron Curtain we had stones and poverty to play with. 73YO. Mine had a radioisotope, but don't remember what kind. Also had some chemicals that would probably get me on a watch list if I ordered them online today. In the 1920s, they used to sell makeup with radium in it to provide that natural glow. Make HP also had lead for double fun. That's why you have to be very, very careful with vintage makeup kits or holders. So much sketchy stuff embedded in makeup back in the day. You'll never look old or wrinkly in our lead radium makeup, because you'll die before you turn 40. Altoid sours. I still dream about tangerine. Makes my mouth wonderfully hurt thinking about it. Fun fact, I ate so many of those at once when I was a kid that it actually made the roof of my mouth raw. I still have a scar there today. Programs as a product, not as a service. I have need of those programs only a few times a year for personal use, and I would hate having to renew my subscription each time. Fortunately, I still have a dinosaur version that is functional and has lasted many years on a single payment. This really bothers me. I'm a casual audio recorder / recording musician. What used to cost a one-time fee of $2.300 is now a monthly subscription of $10 plus. If you are a professional, it's probably worth it for the constant updates, etc. For me, I just use my decade-old versions that I still own. Volume knobs that click off, instead of going around forever. Or weighted tuner knobs on old tuners. So satisfying sending the needle gliding down the dial. 4 Loko with caffeine. Blacking out just isn't what it used to be. The good old days of losing a couple days. I tried 4 Loko once and it was like licking the floor of a rave. Wow, that's specific yet highly accurate. Kudos. When they were first getting banned, one of my good friends went out and bought about 4 cases of them. Throughout the years we have slowly been drinking them when we want that extra dose of stupidity in our late 30s. We are down to one orange flavored kind that has been sitting in my cabinet for 8 years. Don't know what will cause us to drink the last can. But when we do, a part of me will die with it. Probably your liver. Strawberry cream savers. I think they still have the chewables, but the hard candies were so good. I used to eat those and the orange ones like they were candy. Oh wait. Holy shit, yes, I killed those orange creme savers as a kid. Why did they discontinue them SMH? Wendy's spicy nuggets. Wait, what? I'm sorry you had to hear about it like this. Man, he should be asked to sit down first. Goddammit. Not like this. Not like this. I have boycotted Wendy's since I learned about this. I left the drive-thru without ordering. I was so disappointed. Real borosilicate Pyrex. I was all ducked up when I found out Pyrex wasn't Pyrex anymore. Same. You have no idea how mad I was. I bought a brand new set of Pyrex dishes for the house. My roommate cooked a lasagna in one. We put it in the fridge. Glass promptly exploded like a 40mm grenade going off. Looked up online to find out Pyrex was shit now and can't even handle minor temp changes. When I was growing up, Pyrex was everything. Shit was what all the junkies used to cook. Dope. Heat. Cold. Didn't matter. Couldn't phase it. I have yellow Pyrex saucepan I inherited from my grandmother. It took me years to grow enough faith to actually put it on the stove. Never saw her actually use it, but it's been doing fine for almost a decade of regular use now. We had one of those when I was a kid. Loved making mac and cheese in it because it was fun to watch the noodles swirl around in the boiling water. Turned out it was also my dad's favorite pan to make meth in. Apparently the stuff sold in the UK is branded Pyrex, capitals, and is still original recipe. You should get into that illicit original Pyrex smuggling business and bring the goods back here to the States. Looks like Amazon has that covered, as long as you include borosilicate in the search. 2XL the talking robot cassette player. Those interactive stories were the voice of my childhood. Not mention that was the only thing that has ever said to me, "Thank you for turning me on." Are good times. I still have my 2XL. I haven't tried turning it on for a few years, but I still have the robot, the tapes and some of the add-on games. We had Disney popsicles when I was a child, so about 30 years ago. The popsicles each looked like a different Disney character and came in fruit flavors. Goofy and Donald were my favorites. Over-the-counter asthma inhalers. Yeah, I have asthma. I don't need to pay a ducking doctor to tell me that. Lifetime warranties. Companies making durable products instead of shit that they know will be break irreparably and force you to buy a new more expensive one. I went to a bargain store the other day looking for a cheap cassette player. Boy, am I out of touch. Those cassettes from 20 plus years ago will have to remain in the shoebox. Every local thrift store here has dozens of them. You'll probably find one near you for a few $. I miss those damn tanks. Press play. Do whatever you want. A Sony Walkman would keep playing unless you smash it on pavement. I remember my first Discman thinking, man, these are so fragile. First few models you had to hold very still or they skipped. With cassettes, no case needed. You would often find one in the depths of your car that had been stepped on for 6 months and would still play like it was brand new. Dunkaroos. It's clearly the snack of angels that also have diabetes. We still have them in Canada. Vicks used to make these tablets that you could use in the shower and would steam to help with sinuses. I loved it and I want it back. I made a Pinterest version of those. It made my shower so slippery that my husband got a concussion. 0/10 would not recommend. Did it help with his sinuses? It was my sinuses that needed the help. Poor guy was just collateral damage. Sadly, it did not help. Basic clothing. I spent the longest time choosing some shirt. I finally found something good. Bought it and wear it for a while. It's monochromatic and perfect. I decide to buy 2 or 3 more. Congratulations. We changed our whole collection 3 times in past 2 weeks. This is way worse for girls' clothes. Every ducking store I go into has those stupid shirts and sweaters that have cutouts or are missing part of the shoulder/back neckline in some weird way. Has ties, ribbons, ruffles, any stupid shit you can think of to ruin the piece of apparel. Same goes with shorts pants. They're either paint splattered, cut up, distressed, or some variant of all 3. Skirts are asymmetrical or have stupid bullshit going on with it. I don't even know, but it makes me really mad. Haha, I just want basic tees. Basic pants with pockets that fit my body shape. Basic hoodies. Basic workwear. Basic dresses that aren't cut out or frilled. Seriously, stop. Eileen Fisher uses gorgeous fabrics and yarns, but so much of the clothing line looks like it was sewn by Mrs. Redden's 7th grade intro to home ec class. That'll be $320 for this asymmetrical nightmare you can only wash in the tears of nuns. Split screen multiplayer. No longer can I look at the screen and see where you are in the facility. GoldenEye. No last midget am I able to play with similarly skilled friends and let the insults be between us. It makes no sense to me as I was playing 4x split screen on a 27 inches TV and that was considered a nice size. Now I have a 65 inches and it's wasted on me getting murdered by foul-mouthed children. Rocket League has split screen, but it's not a shooter. My kids somehow get some of their shooters running multiple copies at once and then resize the windows to be split screen. Brand new first party Nintendo 64 controllers. Loose joysticks. Loose joysticks everywhere. The lime Skittles. Sad. Green apple is so overpowering. I miss the way lime blended with the other flavors when you threw a random handful in your mouth. The worst part is they didn't even warn us. Planters cheese balls. The ones in the blue can. Gots. I miss those crunchy cheesy balls of joy. My brother ate pretty much only those and chicken nuggets for like 5 years when we were kids. Somehow he ended up relatively healthy. I miss the old classic Looney Tunes Tom and Jerry cartoons. The remakes feel scrubbed, somehow, hard to describe. The old stuff feels like it was a cartoon made by some guy that was kinda funny. The new stuff feels like it was designed for a target audience and has lost a lot of its spirit. The old stuff was made by a big group of extremely talented people like Tex Avery, Chuck Jones, Mel Blanc, and many more who were very passionate about making a good cartoon. I think that's the difference. That and the beautiful backgrounds they made mid-century. Clearly Canadian. It may still exist, but not here in the lower 48. Shitty cheap crappers flavored water is still here, but not that. I've missed it since 2001. If there's a world market near you, I've found it there. I love the blackberry flavor. I could spend hours in world market. 3D Doritos. That blast of air within the crunch. My town, for some reason, stopped bringing in spicy nacho flavored Doritos. No store here carries them. I've checked numerous times over the past year or so. I assumed they were discontinued, but stores in other towns carry them. I'm so confused. Vanilla Coke is like that for me. The last time I saw it was last summer in a store about 40 miles from my house. Every place that sells Coke products stopped carrying it where I lived, and I thought they'd stopped making it. Also, I miss Pepsi Fire, and I know most people find that insane. Those amazing Philadelphia strawberry cheesecake bars they used to sell in the grocery stores, they were heaven. I'd forgotten about these. I would stick one in the freezer for a bit and it was pure heaven. Especially on a hot summer day. So good. Taco Bell's lava sauce. I loved the volcano menu back in the day, especially the nachos. I can't believe they've never revived it. I want the verde sauce back. I really miss that volcano burrito or whatever it was that had the volcano fritters inside of a burrito. Absolutely fantastic. What I really miss though is the verde sauce. The deep fried apple pies at McDonald's. They had cherry pies but got rid of them. My family loved their cherry pies. They brought them back for a couple of weeks and stopped selling them. Shark Bites got rid of the white sharks. I want the white sharks back. Those Flintstone push pops. One drop on your shirt and it was ruined. But man were they good. Jello pudding pops. Yogurts. Those little balls of fruit snacks surrounded in yogurt. Shit was like crack. Jamaica flavored Kool-Aid packets. They sell them on eBay for like $1 a packet, but it would be so much easier to go into a store and buy it. Veneto ice cream cakes. The cappuccino flavor was my favorite. I'd have one every year on my birthday. I saw the cakes in New Zealand a few years ago, but I haven't seen them in Canada in years. Cold medicine that worked. Contac, Alka-Seltzer Plus used to be my go-tos and they actually worked. You'd feel better. Your nose would clear. The key ingredient was found to cause cancer, birth defects, in some populations, so was removed. The key ingredient was replaced with pseudoephedrine, which worked a little bit, until that was found to be harmful too, and now that's been replaced with the placebo effect, as far as I can tell. The pseudoephedrine is a precursor chemical for meth production. A lot of great film stocks for still photography. It makes me deeply sad to think I might live to see the end of commercially produced and purchased film. Looks different than digital, forces you to learn and concentrate on the craft, and has a proven archiving capability of 100 years. Man, while cleaning out my grandparents' house, RIP, I found an old Polaroid land camera. I was so excited. I went to the local drugstore to get film, and an elderly employee told me, "Oh, goodness, I remember those. My family took one on vacation every year when I was younger." Okay, I called a local photography specialty store. They had 10 packs of the film for $53 each. That camera looks great sitting on the shelf in my closet. Ephedrine. The Hershey's small candy bar. My grandparents bought them one time in a display box from Sam's and I never saw them again. They were chocolate covered graham crackers with a toasted marshmallow filling that was amazing. I don't know if they were even that good, but they were a special treat I got when I visited my grandparents, and it would be awesome to share one with my grandma before she's not here. Microsoft Encarta. It was like Wikipedia, but I could cite it and trust it to be accurate. Plus it had some cool features like short videos and 3D models of ancient tombs and the like. Sometimes I still go back and play around with it, even though much of the information is way outdated. The original unscented Februaries. Their scents are disgusting. The original unflavored Doritos. Super yummy salty corn flavored. I devoured countless bags of unflavored Doritos when I was a kid. I read about the unscented Februaries. It works really well, but people thought it was defective because they couldn't smell anything. Duh. It's supposed to eliminate bad odors. I'm with you on that one. Pop-Tart Minis. For an incredibly brief period, only a few months spread out in 1994 to 1995, these beautiful snacks were on the market. They were perfect 1 square inch diabetic nuggets. Original scrubbing bubbles. What happened to it? Now it's a shitty spray that isn't even effective. The caps to Mountain Dews that told you if you won a free drink or not without having to go to a website to put the code in. Zunes. I love mine and you can still buy them used, but I'd love to see them still new on the market. Mine has survived the washing machine twice. Tan M&Ms. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.